Hello there, it's Metwaly again, your wisdom keeper dragon shaman. Today I want to talk about the theme of creativity because it was a very profound aspect of my life. It was very, I had to do very much with creativity. So I'm trying to put this in a story to make it easier to listen to. When I was relatively young, it was like at the age of 6 or 7 or something like that, I used to draw a lot because my mother didn't set any restrictions to me what I should do or not do. So I could do all day what I want, more or less. So I decided to draw because it was very big fun. So at one of these occasions, when I drew one day, my mother experienced that it was a pretty good picture I drew. So she decided to buy me some stuff, you know, some artist stuff. She bought me some pencils and sheets and everything, you know. Just like the funny thing is, she couldn't really afford it, you know. She was not a rich person, so I'm not coming from a rich family or something like that. But yeah, though she was giving me the opportunity to draw, very simple. And in this process of many years, you know, I didn't draw all day or something like that, but I came to discover that every time when I made a picture or when I painted something or when I carved something, that immediately after doing this creative work I felt a lot better, you know. So I discovered to maintain my mental health, it's very useful to be creative, you know. So this is what I have came along. So my discovery was that I am actually being incarnated here for the enjoyment of creativity, you know. So it's like greatest fun for me. So if you give me a pen and a sheet, you know, I can be gone for several hours, you know, just drawing and being in that thing. And what I discovered is that if you use any form of creativity, you put things that you already have inside in the outside, and then you can view it, you know. It's like before that it's just there, you know, and you just don't really have to perceive it. But in the moment you put it out, it is possible for you to perceive your own world, you know, your own creativity, your own energies, things you would have never thought about, you know. So I discovered whenever I drew or did something like that, I was feeling very much better. If I didn't do it, I was just like a little bit more depressive, a little bit more downwards, you know. It was like life was not the biggest fun, you know. So at that times, because sometimes I didn't have the too funny childhood, you know, so this was a way. I discovered after some years that if I drew every day, I was feeling even more better, you know. So, but it don't has to be. I'm talking about creativity, you know. You don't have to draw anything. You could make music. You could write a poem, you know. You could do a cool video. You could do whatever you want, you know. It's just like a free world, you know, free for expression, you know. And if you are creative, you are actually being part of creating the great everything, you know. It's just like you give the great everything, the creator energy, if you want to call it like that, if you want to personalize that energy. You can really reflect to the great everything. You can really show the great creator energies that you also love to create. And creation is about creativity, as far as I am concerned, as far as I have experienced. So, you know, if animals would breed always the same kind of animal, there would be no development, you know, there would be no movement. So that life in general, I think, needs some sort of creative energy in order to maintain new experiences. Otherwise, it would just stay the same experience. So I saw that maybe in this body, maybe it's otherwise around, I don't know, but maybe I'm not gonna live in this body for all eternity. You know, this is what I have come across. So basically it looks like people become like 70, 80 or something like that, but then it's over, you know, it's just like in my perception. And in my personal experience, people can also die earlier, you know, they can die with 40 or 60 or something like this. So I discovered that we don't have an endless amount of time to experience ourselves in this particular way that we are experiencing ourselves now in this third dimension. So I figured out that if I want to do something three-dimensional or music or a poem or something like that, somehow the lifespan is limited, you know, in this body. So I didn't want it to waste my life until that point of time and having done nothing, you know. It's very fast, you know. It's just like, yeah, you sit there and you watch another TV show, and I mean, it's nothing wrong about that, but you know, you're just not like, you're not being creative. So in my case it was sometimes like that, you know. I was just reading something or watching television or just sleeping half a day, until to that point where I came to acknowledge that we don't have all that time in eternity for this lifespan, so to call. So if I wanted to do something creative, I had to hang on a little bit, you know. So my personal technique is just like, I try to be creative every day, because in my opinion, every day is a mirror of your of your whole life, you know. So what you are going to do today is like what is likely to be done tomorrow and the day after it, you know. It's just like sliding into it. And if you just have the practice to express every day in a creative way, which way ever, you know, if you do it on a daily basis, you know, it doesn't have to be long, but this creativity thing is just like, it should be a deed that you like, you know. It should be something that you're fond of, you know. It's just like, I think everyone has somewhere, maybe you have to look for it, you know, but everyone has somewhere a creative energy within one, you know. So maybe it's for you to sing every day. You know, it's not like you don't have to draw or something, but what I have discovered is if you do it on a daily basis and if you maintain that creative energy somehow by practicing it every day, it becomes a part of your life. And in doing so, if you really do something that you enjoy from your heart, you know, and if you really do something creative that you really love, you know, how often do we think that we don't actually, yeah, we have to do it, but we don't love it, you know. But maybe at a little amount of time per day, we could use to do something we really love to do, you know. It's not such a hard thing. If you do that, other people will notice it also, and it's okay like that. It's okay if someone else wants to share that with you. It's okay if you don't want to share that, you know, but you can share it. It's not that big deal. But if you share that and if you stick to it for a longer time, you know, you will start to notice that people also feel that love that you have put into your work, you know. And ever since people are attracted to love, it's like that, you know. Ever since then, people will value it, you know. They will say, hey, that's really a nice song, you know, so maybe you should put it on a disc or something. Or, hey, that's really a nice picture, maybe you do another one, you know. And then you have a lot of pictures because you're doing it every day. Then you can make an exhibition, you know. Just you're doing it just every day, and on a daily basis, maybe it's not much time that you spend, you know, maybe it's 1 hour, maybe 2 hours, it doesn't matter, you know. But if you do it every day, there will be a lot of stuff coming together. You know, it's not that hard. You know, it's a little amount every day, but in the whole, it can become gigantic. You know, so I've drawn a lot of pictures ever since then. Yeah, I've done a lot of things. I've drawn on a lot of walls. You know, and I was drawing on the street and everything. You know, so. If you just stick to that, it can maintain you more happiness, you know. So ever since, this is all the thing is about, you know, just being happy. That's all it, you know. And you yourself can very directly feel what is that you love the most, you know. Who could tell you but you, you know. So maybe you're trying to remember. If you don't know it, maybe you're trying to remember, you know. So the one very thing that made you feel very joyous. What do I mean by that? I mean, you have this warm feeling inside your heart. When you do it, this is how you realize it. That is the thing I want to do. Is just like your heart feels very warm and like jumping and yeah, something like this. And I think we all have come across experiences where we had this joy in our heart, you know. It was just like, yeah, maybe a cool birthday or something, or somebody appreciated your work or something, and you felt like, ah, that's it. So I would go for that feeling on the creativity, you know. This is just my suggestion. Whatever gives you that feeling will be the thing you want to do at most. And ever since you are incarnated here, and I have to disappoint you, you have chosen to come here. You were not forced here, you know, you were just like, yeah, I want to do that and that. Do it, you know. So this is the thing about creativity, you know. You can also be creative about your life. You can also be creative about everything. So I think this is why am I talking about this? Because in my feeling, the dragon realm is very strong connected with creativity. It's about changing, moving, being different, doing things different, try things out, you know, on the experience level. So ever since you came here to experience things, maybe you want to experience those things, and nobody knows what you want to experience but yourself. But I'm very sure you can do it, you know. So this is what I wanted to share with you. Maybe you can find to your own creativity through my words. Thank you for having me. Have a nice day.